sexy? Welcome back to SkywayTj, guys, and today we are doing the summer Letterboxd recap wrap-up. Basically, for my own sanity, I need to catch up on all the movies that I watched during the summertime and have their little reviews on the channel. It makes my psyche feel better. And you get to hear about all the things I watched in the summer, because I know you're super interested. Let's go. I gotta fix my hair. Why fix your hair when you can put on a beanie? Okay, so anyway, the first movie I watched in May was The Bad Guys. Now, The Bad Guys, I don't think it was on everybody's release radar, but it was a fun little kids movie. I enjoyed watching it. It's basically a heist movie about all these different animals who are bad and they have to learn to be good, but they don't want to learn how to be good. But then throughout the movie, because it's a kids movie, they learn that they want to be good, and it has a heartwarming ending. And it's a good message about how everyone deserves a second chance most of the time. So I liked it. After that, I watched Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. It's interesting reviewing this movie now compared to when it first came out, because when it first came out, I probably would have praised it a lot higher. I still really like it. I think it's overhated. Twitter apparently hates this movie for no fucking reason because they hate everything. But I liked Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. I think it could have been better. It could have been more multiverse. We only pretty much got two. And that one scene where they're just flipping through different universes. I would have liked more. The cameos were fun. It was nice seeing Patrick Stewart back as Professor X. John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic. It was a very fun time. I'm interested to see if he's going to come back. Overall, I liked it better than the first Doctor Strange movie. And I really liked Sam Raimi's direction of how gory it was and creepy. And it felt fun and very Sam Raimi. And I like that. And we should embrace future filmmakers doing the films they want instead of it all being the same, which is what people's main complaints were for years. Now they're doing that, people are complaining more. Make up your damn minds, MCU fans. Next up in May, I really wanted to watch an older movie, and I finally watched Stand By Me, which was on my list for a while because I really like Stephen King, and I heard interesting things about that movie adaptation. I liked it. I thought the kid actors did a really good job, and I think Corey Feldman's in there, and he was great. Really fun movie. I enjoyed it. There's not a lot to say about it. It's an older flick. You should watch it if you haven't. After that, I watched the Bob's Burgers movie. Huge fan of the series. Always liked the show. I'm all caught up. Then they decided, hey, we're going to make a movie. And I thought the movie was pretty good. I enjoyed what I saw. You can always tell an animated movie gets more budget than the TV show because they add shadows and they can add more in the animation background and stuff, which I think was fun. I liked the movie and I'm interested to see if they're ever going to make any more. After that, I remember this vividly. In one day, I watched Ice Age Continental Drift and then Ice Age Collision Course. I had only seen up to Dawn of the Dinosaurs, so I wanted to finish out the Ice Age series. They were fine. I mean, the first three are clearly better than those last two. I think the fourth one, I think Continental Drift is my least favorite. Maybe Collision Course. I don't know. Those last two kind of blend together. I don't think they're that great. And I'm sad to see the series kind of die. I know they just had the Adventures of Buck Wild with Disney, but I don't know. That was apparently pretty bad. I haven't watched that one. So, I don't know. I wish they were better. Wrapping up May, I watched Men. This is a movie, A24 movie. So when you're going into an A24 movie, it could go either way. And I usually like A24 a lot. This one, I don't even know how to describe Men. It's a movie you just kind of have to see for yourself. The ending is fucking insane. There's no other way to describe it. The ending is insane. And I think I got the message of the movie. I could be wrong. I really don't know. I don't even know how to describe it. Have you seen Men? Let me know if you've seen Men, because it's insane. Apparently in June I was really slacking because I'm looking at my list and I apparently only saw 3 movies. And the first of which was Jurassic World Dominion. Now, I am a big Jurassic Park fan. It's my favorite movie, I think. Either that or Back to the Future. I can never decide. But the Jurassic World movies haven't been as good. And the last 2 movies kind of prove that. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom was kind of butt cheeks, and Dominion, while I think was better than Fallen Kingdom, it felt cringe. It has moments I like. Of course, I like seeing the dinosaurs and the dinosaur fights and seeing the ones with feathers and all the jazz, but overall, it was hard to watch, and I felt like the returning cast was kind of wasted. But they are the best part of the movie. So I don't know how to describe how I feel about that. it just feels rushed and icky. Next up in June, I watched Lightyear. I think the Toy Story franchise needs to stop. Toy Stories 1, 2, and 3 were perfect. It was a perfect trilogy. Love those movies. They're great. It ended on a very emotional note, and it should have just stopped. Toy Story 4 is garbage. I hate that movie so much. And Lightyear is better than Toy Story 4, but it's also just, it's just weird. It's kind of in this weird space. Like, nothing really happens in the movie. It's just, I don't get it. I don't get why they decided to make the movie. I mean, I know why they made the movie, because they wanted it, because, you know, it would make money, because it has Toy Story attached to it, but, like, it just seems bleh. Bleh. It was fine, but it was bleh. And wrapping up June, I saw The Black Phone, which I think is my favorite horror movie this year. Black Phone is amazing. Ethan Hawke does a great job. The two kid actors, fantastic in this movie, especially the little sister. Her performance was amazing, very funny. Yeah, really enjoyed The Black Phone. It's very well crafted, and it actually is genuinely scary. I enjoy it. Black Phone, top tier. Starting off July, I saw Thor: Love and Thunder. I think, in my head anyway, this was a step down from Thor Ragnarok. Thor Ragnarok had comedic moments, and it kind of tried to balance it out. I feel like for Thor: Love and Thunder, Taika Waititi was a bit distracted. I don't know what else he's been doing. I know he's been working on a Star Wars movie and all that jazz, but this one just felt a bit off. And it's still watchable. It's still a fun time. You'll still laugh, but the movie just feels kind of all over the place, and like, there's not enough of the villain. You get Christian Bale's Gore the God Butcher, and you barely see him God Butch. You know, like, he's there. He's fun when he's on the screen, but he doesn't do a lot of God butchering on the screen. Like, I wanted more of the villain. It needed more development. I think it needed more time. It was a bit too short. It was just kind of felt rushed. It needed to be better. After that, I watched Where the Crawdads Sing. This saw it on a whim. I think I was waiting for a ride or something. It was a lot better than I was expecting it to be. It's one of those movies you could probably see a lot of middle-aged moms at, or old ladies. But the story was fun. It's a mystery about kind of like a whodunit. It's about a girl who gets accused of killing some dude who died in town. It's a small town. She's like ostracized, and they all think she did it because she's the weird swamp girl. And there's all this story. You get to see her backstory and her life and all that jazz. And I didn't hate it as much as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be complete crap, but it was an okay time. Worth seeing, I guess. Next, I saw Nope, which is Jordan Peele's newest film. I liked Nope. There were just times where I was very confused what the messaging was, and I was waiting for someone smarter on YouTube to explain to me what was going on. And I got that eventually. I appreciate that, because I'm a bit stupid. But yeah, it's not my favorite Jordan Peele's movies, but it's still watchable. It's still very visually stunning. Like, it's great visually. The performances are good. Daniel Kaluuya gives like a weird kind of like performance, but like, I think he was meant to be portrayed as kind of looking bored the whole movie. I don't know. Keke Palmer's the standout. Just, you know, she's amazing. So yeah, it's a fun time. It's worth watching, but I like other Jordan Peele movies more. After that, I watched the DC League of Super Pets. Actually, the best DC thing we've got in a while, besides the Suicide Squad. The Suicide Squad was great. Not Suicide Squad. The Suicide Squad. Great. But DC League of Super Pets, I actually really liked. I thought it was well done. DC's always been really good at animation, so that was fun. I thought the voice performances were fun. You got The Rock and Kevin Hart in a movie. It's going to do great. Yeah, I enjoyed what I saw. I liked seeing the animals get their powers and then team up with the heroes at the end. It's a fun time. Worth seeing. After that, I finally watched Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy for the first time, and I get it now. I understand why people love that movie so much. It's very funny. I don't know how I've gone this many years without seeing a Will Ferrell staple like that, but I enjoyed the hell out of it. It was very funny. I think I would have enjoyed it more as a teenager, because now, like, I don't think the jokes are hitting me as hard. I probably would have enjoyed it when I was younger, like the Step Brothers era and the Hangover and shit. But I still enjoyed what I saw, and I really liked it, and I get it now. I feel included. And finally, the last thing I watched in July was Little Miss Sunshine. I don't know if you've seen Little Miss Sunshine, but it's a movie about this very dysfunctional family who have to go on a road trip to get the little girl to a Little Miss Sunshine competition, which is like a beauty pageant. And it has a lot of good people in it. You got, excuse me, you got Abigail Breslin and Steve Carell, Paul Dano, the Riddler. Yeah, it's really, really good. Steve Carell plays his part fabulous. They all do such a good job as a dysfunctional family. Made me cry a couple times. It's a good time. Really good movie. You should watch it. Starting off August, I think I saw my favorite movie this year, and I'm wondering if anything's going to top it. Probably will. Black Panther might. But I finally saw Bullet Train, and Bullet Train is amazing. Brad Pitt's in there. Oh, you got Bad Bunny. You got Aaron Taylor Johnson and Brian Tyree Henry. It's so fucking good. It's action-packed. It's directed by the director of Deadpool 2. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. There's gory action. There's fun fight scenes. Brad Pitt acts like a doofus the whole movie. It's very funny. It's colorful as hell. It's amazing. Watch Bullet Train. After that, I finally watched Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I've been putting this one off forever, and I don't know why. It's an amazing film. Highly, highly important in the 80s. I really enjoyed what I saw. And it just feels good when you watch movies that everybody's seen, and you finally feel like you get it. That's me. That's how I feel when I watch certain movies. But yeah, I fucking loved Ferris Bueller's Day Off. The music scenes, of course the ending when he's rushing to get home, but when he's dancing in that fucking parade and going off, love that part. Oh my god. Quickly, I'll mention right here that I also watched X-Men X2 and X-Men The Last Stand in August. I've never seen any of the X-Men movies except for the Deadpool ones, so I finally wanted to actually watch them because ever since they announced Secret Wars for the MCU, you know, there's always a chance some of these people might show up in those, and I've never seen any of them, so I was like, meh, I'll finally watch them all. First three were okay. The first one's really good. The second one's really, really good. And then, well, I wouldn't say they're really, really good. They're good for their time. Last Stand was cringe because, you know, they really butchered the Dark Phoenix story. Yeah, so I have mixed feelings with the X-Men movies. We're going to go into it in the next video where I talk and rank all the X-Men movies. Won't that be fun? After that, I watched Beast, which I don't know if you've seen Beast. It just came out recently. It's where Idris Elba fights a lion. I don't think I need to explain anymore. It was that. It was bad, but it was that. Then I watched X-Men Origins Wolverine. Again, we'll go into that into the X-Men video, but not very good. It's probably the worst one. Spoiler alert. It's probably gonna be fucking 0. I hated it. After that, one of the movies that I really like this year, and it'll probably make my top 10, maybe. Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. Great. It's a horror movie, but it's actually more of a it's like a black comedy movie. It's very funny, and you need to go into it expecting, yeah, it's a bit scary, but it's mostly funny, and it's, I hate using this word, but it's woke. It's like very full of Twitter language, and it's very made for like teenagers and like Gen Z, but it's so fucking good. You need to watch Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. And then lastly, wrapping up August, I watched The Invitation, which, don't know if you've seen that one either, but it's very fucking bad. It's it's a movie about vampires, and this girl gets invited to this wedding to a family she just realized she had because she did like a DNA test, and turns out they're vampires, and it's all part of a thing to get her there so she can become a wife or something. It's very bad. You barely see the vampires throughout the whole movie, and anytime somebody's killed, it's shot in very poor lighting because they're definitely trying to save on the budget. It's not good. It's not worth your time. I wouldn't recommend. So that was everything I watched from May through August. I know we're at the end of September now. That'll be the video after the X-Men video, so that might come out in like very early October. I'm trying to get them out. I'm trying to be consistent. I'm trying to have fun here. But yeah, that'll be out soon, probably after the X-Men video. So yeah. If you like what you just saw, guys, please drop a like and subscribe for more. I make videos whenever I can. I'm trying to do at least one a week, maybe more. I'm just having fun with it. I'm not trying to commit to an upload schedule because that makes my brain go cuckoo. I'm happy to be back. Thank you for all the love on the last video. It felt very, very nice. But yeah, the next video will be the X-Men ranked video, so that'll be fun. And then after that, we'll do the September one of these, and then after that, probably retail horror stories, you know. So yeah, I'll be back in the next video. Like, subscribe. All my socials are in the description, so as well as the gaming channel where I just upload very funny moments with me and my friends. If you're into that. All right, guys, have a great one. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.